What's up, guys? Fish Jack on here today, and I'm going to be going over the pen tool in Photoshop. The pen tool, let's just make a 720 by 1280 by 720p document, and a nice gray down there. Okay, so I'm going to be going over one of the most diverse tools in Photoshop and one of the most helpful tools in Photoshop, the pen tool. So if you guys don't know what the pen tool is, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 from the bottom, or you can just hit P on your keyboard and it'll bring this up. What the pen tool is, let me just change that. What the pen tool is in Photoshop, it's a selecting tool, I guess you can call it. You can make selection. So I just want to delete that one spot. There you go. Now that spot's deleted. So the pen tool can also be used to make logos or custom shapes. So let's say I want to try making a C. I don't know how well this is going to turn out, but yeah, something like that. And then you hold down Alt and click that. So if you don't do that, it comes out like a weird little curve thing. You don't want that. So hold down Alt and click the middle, so you get this nice little straight line after. So the pen tool can be used to make letters, logos. As you guys can see, I'm trying to make some kind of a C right here, there, and then once you close off the path, which means like once you see this little, how would I explain this? You see this little circle that comes up on the right and the bottom right of the pen tool? That means it's going to close the path, which means the path is now finished with and you can edit it. So I'm just going to make it nice. I'm doing this by holding down the left button on my mouse and dragging, so you can kind of get like a little curve. And I'm just going to drop it there. That looks nice. Then I'm going to right click and fill path. Go to use and click white. Click OK. And then right click and delete path. Now you see I have a letter here. It can be a C, it can be a U. I can duplicate the layer by clicking Control J, something like this, bring it over. Now it's some weird looking W. And really the possibilities are endless with the pen tool. Look, I can flip it around. Now it's an M, or I can flip it, connect it like this, and just move it over a little bit. So, and now it's like a weird kind of looking shape, but oh, it looks like an 8. Cool. But this is just showing you how the pen tool is like one of the most important, I wouldn't say the most important, but one of the most important tools there is in Photoshop. And right now I'm just flying around. That 8 kind of looks cool. That does kind of look cool. So, some other stuff that you can do with the pen tool in Photoshop. I'm not sure if they had this in CS5, but right now I'm using Photoshop CS6. You can click pen tool, go click P on your keyboard, and then go up to here where you kind of have your what would you call these? Your settings, I guess you can say, for the tool that you're using. And you see where it says path. Click that and switch to that shape. And now you get a whole new set of path. So if you've ever used Adobe Illustrator, you would know what fill and stroke is. I'm just going to briefly go over it. Fill is, I'll start with stroke. Stroke is kind of like the outside. Like let's say, let's go back to the pen tool. Path. Let's say that's a stroke. This, you see this this gray kind of outline, that would be the stroke. And what the stroke is just like the outline, the outside. The fill is everything in the middle of the outside. If that sounds correct. It would be all, I'll just highlight this in white. It would be all of this stuff inside the rectangle or the shape that you're using. So that's what fill is, that's what stroke is. Let's go back to the pen tool. Go to shape. Now let's say I want a fill of white. So I just switch that fill to white. And I want a stroke of red. So there you go. And now we'll make the shape. Oh, also, you see over here has shape, fill, stroke. Now you get this little 0 PT. Yours must say 0 point. What that is, that's the stroke. So I want my stroke maximum of 5. Just go like that. And now, as you can see, my stroke is red. So as you can see now, you see the red kind of the red stroke around the white fill. So that's a new feature in, I think that's a new feature in Photoshop with the pen tool. But that's a good feature, but the main feature of the pen tool in Photoshop is selecting. And what I just did there is let's say since I've merged these layers, I don't like this little this part of the 8 or the whatever picture you're using. I want to take off the bottom of it. So you'll go to your pen tool, like that, while holding on shift to make a straight line, go like that, bring it down, and close off the circle. Now click right on your mouse or your whatever you're using, click make selection, feather radius 0 or 0.1, I'm using 0. Go into this tool, it's the second from the top, it's called the marquee tool. Doesn't matter, yours might be a rectangle, mine's a circle. Click layer via cut, and what that does, it allows me to take off that section of the 8. So let's say I want a copy of the section, but I want it to stay. Right click, go back to your marquee tool, right click, layer via copy, and now I have a duplicate of the bottom section or whatever section you want from anything. So the pen tool, I guess you can say, is a tool that helps other tools. Like let's say I want this top white but this top red, so you can just go over this. I'm doing this quickly because for the sake of a tutorial. You can just outline this. I'm holding the left click while I'm going around this. You just outline this real quick. You want to be precise if you're doing like a speed up. This tutorial, I'm just kind of doing it quick, and you get that. And then let's do the middle because you don't want anything there. That. Make sure, obviously, if I was doing this in a speed art, I would be more precise, but since this tutorial, I'm just doing it. So once you get your nice little your thing outlined, as you can say, right click, make selection, and now you see these kind of like marching ants kind of lines that separates them. And let's say you want to make this bottom color a nice little purple. Purple. Get your brush out, and you got that. So what I did there is I just, instead of what these marching ants do is that it makes you can only draw inside these little marching ants. You can't draw out here. Right now I'm clicking the left click and it's not letting me draw out here. But let's say you just go through holding left click. See how it's only getting inside the marching ants, nowhere else? That's perfect for like photo retouching anything. Let's say you have an eyeball and you just want to make the whites of your eyes like a different color. You would just use the pen tool and go around and make a selection on the whites of the eyes and just drag in just fill it in whatever color you want. So this is just some basic facts about the pen tool. It's one of the most diverse tools. It helps the other tools as we saw with the paintbrush and the marquee tool. And it really is one of the most diverse tools, one of the hardest tools to learn, and the pen tool really does everything that you could want. So that's today's tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. Right now I'm just trying to fix up the little shape that we made over here. So if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, and also if you guys see how these like marching ants, if you want to get rid of them, let's say you're done with it, just click Control on your keyboard and click D, and that'll get rid of them. But I'm just gonna spend some time fixing this up. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like the video if you did enjoy, and let me know in the comments below what you would like to see from me. If you would like to see more gameplays from Call of Duty, or more tutorials, or more speed arts, and I'll try to bring you guys wherever I can. So thank you guys for watching, and deuce.